Now let's go toss some plastic. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we find ourselves back in Cartersville, Georgia, but this time we are taking on Gatewood Park disc golf course. Now, this one wasn't necessarily on the radar, but then I saw some of the pictures of the jaw-dropping views out here on this course, and it was definitely something that I wanted to bring you guys along for the ride with. And we're starting off with a very tricky hole, 313 feet. Definitely suits up better for the flick or a really late turnover shot. Now today, I do want to focus on the flick a little bit. See if I can hone in my forehand a little, something I definitely need to work on. I'm gonna go with my Halo Boss, and I am really excited to get this round started. Come on. Really nice shot. I have good power with the forehand. I just, no consistency and no confidence. Overstable, force it over and just hope that it fights back. That time it worked out. Let's get started. This shot turned out very well, but honestly, if I had, 6 more tries to do that, I probably wouldn't be able to replicate it. Any forehand tips? Guys, please leave in the comments. Hole 2, and it does not seem that this course is gonna get any easier. 342 feet. We do have this kind of very skinny flip up lane, a slight ante lane the entire way. You can go with a huge ante. It's tough. You have 3 options, but they're all very small. I'm gonna try to go right up the gut, and I'm gonna go with my hex. Hold the line. Oh, it's hyzering out. Just keep going. Oh, I tell you what, it feels amazing to be in a t-shirt. Ever since I kind of called Georgia out, it's been warming up and it feels great. I think we'll have a long putt at it. Not a bad shot. The hex worked out just fine, and for a course like this, we're definitely gonna have to hit down some long ones to put up a good score. There is an ante or flick route if you wanna go it, but there's just too much risk for a low percentage make. I'm just gonna go with the high hyzer putt for the 2. I'd guess we're around 70 feet. Oh, I crushed it, I think. Get down. Oh my goodness. I guess I got a little excited on that one. We've left ourselves an edge of circle uphill to save our 3. Yikes. We're gonna get plenty of those, I think, today. We didn't need to. We just gave that one up to the course. Hole 3, 242 feet. It looks like this is usually a water carry, but the water is down quite a bit. This is a fun little ace run here. It is going uphill quite a bit, and hopefully after I lace this drive with the Envy, I'm gonna show you guys this just jaw-dropping footage. You can't see it from now, but I'll move the camera. One of the best views I've ever seen standing on a tee pad. What in the world? That has to be the wind coming off the water. That Envy threw like a Kia. Like I said, there's quite a bit of wind coming off here, but let me show you guys real quick what you're missing out on. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. The potential in this property truly might be the most gorgeous view I've ever seen on a disc golf course. And how did I not hear of this place? It just blows my mind sometimes. This Envy throw was just not executed very well. We've left ourselves a tricky straddle, kind of big hyzer putt. I'd guess around 60 feet for the 2. Oh, dang it. Dang it, dang it. Man, back-to-back holes, not happy with the outcome. We gotta see if we can rebound it a bit. Hole 3, and this is kind of an insane one. The fairway is kind of pointing right at this big tree up here. The basket's all the way down there on the beach. Like, it's an absolute horseshoe. And as I eyeball this, I see this super sneaky inside lane up here. I think that's what I'm gonna try to take. The straight shot, 100% feels like a throw and hope. So I'm gonna try to hit this skinny lane. This tree right here makes it really hard to get around it and maintain some stability through there, but that's what we're gonna try to do with my champion Rhino. We missed it. Not a bad shot, but we definitely missed it. Clearly, we missed it. So the basket is tucked behind those trees down there, and we have to kind of, that's a hard shot. We have to really force something over on the flick, and we need a ton of stability to come back for us. So I'm gonna go with my Justice. Fight back, that felt good. All right, really nice recovery shot. This course is not easy. I can't get over it. I can't get over how cool this is. Hole 5, and we have I think they're just all gonna be tricky ones. 400 feet, way uphill, the basket's dead straight. As you can see, you kind of have this hyzer lane, and then you have this really tricky left side kind of flip up dead straight lane. Now, I think if you take the hyzer lane, it's just gonna add a lot more distance to the hole. You're going wider, and it's a bit steeper uphill. So I'm gonna try to get my Wraith, flip it up nice, down this left side, hopefully not hit any trees. Oh yeah. I mean, I think we wanted to hang straighter, but honestly, we hit our gap, we got up there a ways, we'll scramble from there. Hyzering out did push us over here in the woods a bit, but I'm very happy with our lie. We got a nice little open lane here, probably around 100 feet to get up and down to get our 3. I'm gonna go with my Pro Rhino. Oh, nice shot, really nice shot. For the 3. Hole 6, and this is a weird one, 304 feet. As you can see, we basically just need to throw straight, but the thing that makes it uncomfortable is right off the tee pad, we have a little hump in the fairway here. So we wanna kind of hug the top of that, hang straight the entire way, hopefully leave ourselves a putt. I'm gonna go with my Hex. Get up there. All right, really nice shot. I'm gonna guess we have an edge of a circle putt, but that was really good release. Kept it nice and flat, we'll take it. Just as expected, we are left in that perfect tester putt range. Now I really wanna hit a few of these down, get a little momentum going for our round. Nice rhyme. In case any of you guys haven't noticed, we are using the Champ today. Yes, like I mentioned, I did lose a hammer, and after testing this and then I even played around with it, I got some confidence back in my putting. Now, when you get a new putter, there's always kind of that honeymoon phase. I've been throwing the hammers for years, so we'll have to see. We'll have to get probably about 5 rounds in it to see if it's actually staying in the bag, but for now, feels pretty good in the hand. Hole 7, 275 feet. As you can see, we are completely blind. We kind of just have one fairway here. I think the best route would be like the sauciest little flip up forehand shot ever. I do see this sneaky backdoor lane though. That's the route I'm gonna try to go. I may regret it. It is a very small window to hit, but if we can get the envy up in there, then we will get the left finish that will help push us towards the basket. No, wow. So close. I mean, at least we caught the double tree hit. I mean, we should have somewhat of a look at it. We went for it. That's what happens. We have 2 lanes here. I can go with a little flick or just a slow turning hyzer shot. I'm gonna go with that route. We are going downhill. I'm gonna try to keep my Rhino nice and low, hopefully get some ground play, slide up there, get our par, and move on. Just slide up there. All right, I think that is exactly what we were looking for. We've definitely left ourselves a longer putt than I thought originally. Another kind of 32, 35 foot tester putt to save our par. You know, I will say, with how bad the putting's been, I do have confidence with that disc. We're hitting a good line, we're just low. You know, guys, I don't know what happened. Putting was my strong suit, and for the last month, the hammers, I was stressing out over 10-footer. So I think it'll be a little bit to rebuild, but the Champ might be the way to go. Hole 8, and my goodness, 422 feet. The basket is way up there on this hill. Talk about a tight fairway. I mean, this is, I'm not even entirely sure where to aim. I think you just want to go straight. Don't even worry about going off to the right. Just throw straight. And if you can get through all these trees and hit the ground somewhere, I think that's a huge win. We're throwing over a big valley, so any tree kick can send us to Narnia. So there's a lot riding on this tee shot. I'm gonna go with my turn. Yep, that was the gap I'm going for. We're hyzering a lot. Hey, I mean, that hyzer took us way away from the basket, but I will take that every day. I should drink more water. The turn was an absolute crush. We made it almost, I mean, we're basically pin high, just way off to the left. Now, we have this tricky little shot. It is definitely a flick shot, but I didn't bring my Justice and the bag's way over there. So luckily, I do have the P Waka Waka. Maybe we can pull off an amazing two, probably around 85 feet. Oh my goodness, give it to me. Golly, that would have been the, that would have been one of the best eagles I've ever had. I'm almost positive this is a par 4, but it's a monster of a hole. The P Waka Waka, come on. Hole 9, nice little change of pace here. This one's only 220 feet. We kind of have your standard Annie or flick shot and the hyzer. Now there's one tree really contending with this hyzer lane. I'm gonna try to push the Kia to the outside of it, let the stability do the work from there. Man, did you see how much bark I just took off of that tree? Man, I'm like feeling good on my throws, but you just miss the line by this much and get punished. I mean, that's how these tough wooded courses go. For a putt this long, I think my confidence is definitely still in the hammer over the champ, but it's good practice for the champ. I think I am gonna go with my hammer because I think I wanna kind of flex around this tree, come in on a hyzer. I would guess we're a long ways away, probably about 85 feet. Oh, nice run, a little short for the 3. For today's hole 9 break, I just want to talk about a few funny things that disc golfers do. And yes, this wasn't filmed the same day of the course. We were escaping a storm over at Gatewood, so this is filmed the next day. But disc golfers are finicky, and I don't know if they share this with ball golf as well, but there's a lot of superstition, or as I recently played with a group of people, he said, we don't have a lot of superstition, but we have some stition. One funny thing that I've done myself and quite a few people that I've been around is when you throw a blind shot, and if it even just looks remotely decent, if it lands somewhere in circle 1, you'll convince yourself that you had a decent run. Another thing recently is I was playing with a group and threw a shot off the tee pad and it was horrible. And I said, this is the worst shot that's ever happened on this tee pad. And that got him a little squirmy. They didn't like that I said that because then they felt like I was setting the bar for them to throw worse. Of course, we have the classic nicing people. If somebody throws a decent shot and you say nice, people are convinced that you just increase the chance of that disc hitting a tree. And we can't forget about the disc chargers. Now, you know, I'm not sure if anybody actually uses the disc chargers. I don't know why they're still a thing, but nonetheless, they're all over at almost every course you go to. One big one this is actually a big thing of mine. I despise when people pick my disc up for me, even if it's a tap-in. I don't care if they pick it up, but they have to at least hit the chains. It drives me nuts. I feel like every hole my disc needs to finish the hole and hit the chains, and if it doesn't, I just feel like that's really bad luck. So you guys let me know in the comments below, which ones do you agree with and which ones do you disagree with? And we do have a lot of new faces around here, so please, a lot of you are not subscribed. Please consider hitting that subscribe button if you are enjoying the content, and smash that like button. Also, something very exciting, my in-house design towels are officially out. I'll throw a picture of them up here. I don't even have one yet. I'm still trying to get one myself, but they're selling quickly, guys. So if you do think you want to get your hands on one, go check out the link in the description. It'll bring you right there. Thank you. Hole 10, 255 feet. There is not like a simple line on this course. There's this right side lane if you wanted to go with a huge turnover. I don't think you could get a flip up to get around this side and make it to the basket. There is a nice S shape to it, but it's short and very sharp. So we're gonna have to take a very overstable, slow speed disc. I'm gonna put the Kia on a bunch of turn. Hopefully we get up to that gap and then the stability does the job. Not feeling super high on this shot. Come on, just get up there. You know, we hit that little gap. Clearly I wasn't aiming for that. Even with our tree love there, we're still about 60 feet short. This is not an easy pin to reach from the tee pad. We are gonna go with the Champ. Oh my goodness, it's dialed. It is dialed. Hole 11, 388 feet, and this tee sign is not like, this is the biggest horseshoe you've ever seen. The basket is way over there. Now a big, wide turnover shot would be amazing, but the Hades has just not been it lately. And like I said, we wanna work on that forehand. So I'm gonna go with my Halo Boss. Oh my, this is such a fun hole, man. Such a fun hole. What a bummer. Just hug that inside lane a little too much. This really puts into perspective how crazy this shot is, because neither one of us can see the basket, and you guys have way more visibility than I do. There's only one disc for a situation like this, and it is the P Waka Waka. You know, that was a good throw, but I'm gonna go on the guess that that was way too much glide. Like, maybe not, but I think we might be way past the basket. The fact that we even have a putt from our previous lie is a miracle in itself. Let's see if we can knock this down, have probably the best par save of the day. Hole 12, 444 feet, but it plays much longer than that. We are going way uphill. Now the key is we need a decent amount of turn off of this tee shot, but we do not want to hyzer out on the other side of that tree. I think that will be worst case scenario. If we land on the right side, I think we'll be just fine. I'm gonna go with my Wraith. And that's gonna hyzer out. Oh my goodness, Hunter. We are still about 240 feet uphill. We have to go with a lean out, turnover sidearm shot of some kind. There's absolutely no backhand approach here. Not a hard tee shot, just, you know, very poorly executed. The hard thing is it has to be like a flip up, which I'm just not good at. I think I'm gonna go with my Orc. Be okay. I think that's so short. That is so short, I think. We were in fact shorter than I expected. We're still way back here. I don't even know, maybe 85 feet long, kind of any putt to save our 3. Oh, not a bad run at all. Hey. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Listen, nobody is upset about that, okay? Dogs are welcome to come say hi at any time, and it might just give us the luck to knock down this ace. Hole 13, it's only 160 feet, dead straight. It is a tunnel shot, gaining quite a bit in elevation. I'm gonna go with my Envy. Nope, it was a good run, but we sailed past that basket. So if it goes down on the backside, we're gonna be a long ways away. If any local knows the name of that park dog, please leave it in the comments below. I don't think I've ever been to a course that has so much potential. I mean, a lot of the hard things with courses is locking down the land. The land this sits on, I mean, this is like a private disc golfer, like resort's best case scenario. It has to get cleaned up though. I think the city, all the people in this area, it's gonna take some investment, some work. We gotta open up some of these fairways though. 420 feet in a hole like this, there's too many people who, it's just gonna be too hard for them. It's already a crazy hike, so a lot of people are gonna get deterred. But we need a chainsaw, some stump grinding, open up a few of these fairways. I mean, almost every hole, I mean, you just have a gorgeous look at this pond lake thing. I'm not sure what it is, but so much potential on this course. And I really hope this video can help. I wanna see Gatewood grow. It has, the sky's the limit. Hole 14, 455 feet. Now the basket somewhere down there to the left. Now this is a skinny tunnel we have to hit here. All we're trying to do is go over where that cutoff tree is. If we just make it past there, then we'll find the basket. I'm gonna go with my Wraith. Dang, I thought that would hold straight longer. I mean, we made it up there, but that hyzered out so far, we definitely started getting farther away from the basket. Fortunately, we don't even really have a way to run or go at this basket. I will try my best. We're probably about 75, 80 feet. I'm gonna go with my hammer, try to swing it out wide, kind of high. Maybe it will hyzer back in time to do something. Yep. Kind of what I expected. That was a hard line to try to hit. I was really hoping that we'd get lucky on that one. Hole 15, we have another long one, 540 feet. This one is going a country mile uphill. And the rain, we're trying to beat the rain right now, and the wind is really starting to pick up, so it's gonna make an already challenging course much harder. I'm gonna go with my champion, Boss. Oh, get up there. Not good. That tailwind really got us there. Really, I should have switched discs when the wind picked up, and I didn't. So we have left ourselves in a very tricky situation here. Our footing, not great to say the least. The only option we have to try to advance is a turnover sidearm. I'm gonna go with my Hex. We're not gonna make it very far. We're fighting for par at this point. Don't hit, well. Oh, shouldn't open my mouth, I guess. You know, we're just chipping away at it. We still have like 110-ish feet, still going uphill. I think I'm gonna take my splice, try to hit these two gaps. Maybe it will skip and bring us towards the basket. Jeez, oh Pete. Did you guys hear that? What was that? That was a loud bang. I don't know where the splice went. That was like crazy timing. I don't know what's going on. I'm not sure what's going on. The splice worked out way better than I anticipated. Hopefully, I mean, suspect noises. So after the very suspect noises, I did some lurking, and it turns out to be one of the park managers. He's trying to get a gator running, and it's backfiring at the loudest I've ever heard something backfire. And the other thing is too, I've never seen a park patrolled this much. Truly, all day, every 10 minutes, there's a diesel truck driving through this thing. I don't know what the diesel budget is, but it's nothing like I've ever seen before. Hole 16, and this is your classic meat hook situation here. We have 252 feet. The basket's way over there. So we clearly have to try to go with a skip shot, and I'm gonna go with my Scepter. This would be an awesome birdie to pick up. Skip for me, please. Oh. Big skip, but immediately into a tree. Dang it, I was really hoping that we'd kind of see it come in the camera over there, but never made it there. The Scepter worked out okay, still giving us a chance to knock down this birdie. I would say we're probably around 45, 50 feet downhill for the two. I just can't, I can't. Oh. This dog's hilarious. Like, she just randomly shows up. I don't think she's supposed to. The owner is the guy who runs the park. He's getting flustered with her. It's just... Hole 17, it's only 215 feet, but it looks like it has danger on all sides. This headwind is really starting to rip through here. I just want to go with a light Rhino. I don't want to get too crazy on this and end up a million feet from the basket. Wow, perfect shot. perfect. I knew that headwind might help a little. I'm very thankful for that. That is not a very easy hole. Very happy with the Rhino. And rounding off our amazing experience here at Gatewood DGC in Cartersville, Georgia, we have hole 18, a little ace run, but not an easy one. I am gonna go with my Kia. I'm gonna try to hang it out wide, let that stability kick in. With all the crazy wind coming off the lake, I have no idea what's gonna happen. Oh, that's not good. All right, I mean, it's a putt. It's anticlimactic to say the least, but that's usually how we end things here at Tossing Plastic. It is the exciting view. I can hear the guy calling this dog. I don't know if you guys can see the dog. Oh, here we go. Go home. Go home. Nice putt. Hey, go home. And that wraps up today's video at Gatewood DGC in Cartersville, Georgia. And guys, you know, I kind of explained a lot of my thoughts about this course throughout the round, so there's really not going to be too much to touch base on in this review. Like I said, right now it's an incredible hike. It's very challenging, almost a little, you know, a little too wooded, you could say. I think some of the holes have that, they do have a throw and hope feel. I know there's always lanes and local lanes and stuff like that, but I'm talking for the general disc golfer, there's, yeah, it's a little tight. It's a little too congested. Like I said, I've never been to a course that, as far as where it sits now, which is not bad at all, to where it can be, the potential of the, I mean, look at this. I am 25 feet off the fairway of hole 18, and this is my view. I mean, it's unbelievable. The fact that people weren't flooding my comments about this course does shock my mind. And talking to some locals, this course does not get very much traffic. And I think a lot of that has to do with A, it's such a hike, which you can't fix, but it does limit who come here, and it is very difficult. People tend not to like difficult courses. As you can tell, someone get this dog. Like, what is going on? As you could tell, as you could tell, there's a lot of different shot shapes I needed. Some required skip shots, some giant ante shots, a lot of forehand. Like, forehand, I think, is favored pretty good on this course. It's a wide variety. You're gonna get everything. You're gonna deal with uneven lies, tricky putts. It's just a battle at that plain and simple. And I think if you go through here, we don't wanna make this course easy. We just gotta make it a little more enjoyable for the average player. But I have a storm coming in. This dog, I can't focus on a thing. We have a storm coming in. It's beautiful out here. I got to bring this dog back to its owner for like the third time. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Now it's your turn to go toss some. I didn't even give it a rating. Overall, as Gatewood sits, as it sits right now currently, I'm going to give it the solid score of 8.3. I think it has a long way to go, but the tee signs are nice. The tee pads are turf, but they are in good shape. The baskets are new, and I do know that this is a newer course. So right now, that's where I'm going to put the rating, but it's stuck there. I think it definitely needs some elbow grease, and I'm sure the community is still doing that, I'm guessing, but it needs some elbow grease, it needs some maintenance, and then from there, it can go way up. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I apologize for the sloppiest outro of all time, but I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Now it's your turn to go toss some plastic.